All right, so being too empathetic, we have to remember that when you're too empathetic in life, you're literally relating to everyone's problems, meaning that you may make everyone's problem your problem, but at the same time, though, if you do that, other people, you're gonna have this expectation in other people's heads that you their dad, you their mom, and you're supposed to take care of them their whole lives based on already you doing these things a few times. Now, these people now expect you to do these things as if it's normal because we may have already agreed to some earlier, terms and conditions unknowingly just based on us having a cognitive bias of being nice to a person, but really when you're too nice, you're just setting yourself up to be used, taken advantage of, misused and stuff like that. Well, there's nothing wrong with using another person, but at the same time though, don't go abusing nobody, don't go misusing people, because people are people at the end of the day, and some people may genuinely love service and giving and helping others, and that'd be a lot of the signs like Virgo, that'd be like Pisces, that'd be a lot of life path number 6s, life path number 2, where everybody has their own way of helping the world. But at the end of the day, if you're just somebody who maybe just lost in their heart chakra, where you're just so empathetic and you want to help people all the time, or just in general, you want to relate too much to people, you relate too much to people, then you're going to find yourself being taken advantage of just based on you relating too much to other people's problems and making other people's problems your own problem that really had nothing to do with you in the first place. So when you make other people's problems yours that have nothing to do with you in the first place, now you become almost like a dumping ground for other people. Imagine like a truck is backing up into a garbage yard and it's just constantly dumping its shit. Now you're expected to process other people's feelings and why people treat you in certain ways and why you was mistreated. And sometimes you might make up like moralities behind it. Oh, I need to do this for God because, I'm XYZ. You have to remember that you are a person as well. I am a person as well. And if you don't start taking care of your own individual space, then you limit the life that you can experience because you have to really take a look at your beliefs. You know what I'm saying? Some beliefs may prevent us from living life to the fullest from the perspective of being the best version of ourselves, being the highest version of ourselves, bringing our higher self down here. Or a lot of the times, sometimes, basically, you might be enlightened. Let's say all your chakras is lit up here, but like down here, you're kind of like shut down. Basically, you don't know how to use your root chakra, all these other energies, just based on having a perception. Oh no, this is the godly thing to do and we need to help people, blah blah. No, you gotta understand when to fight fire with fire. If people is taking you for granted and stuff, if people is not being empathetic towards you, understanding why they don't respect your time, all types of shit. Eventually you have to cut them motherfuckers off because the thing is, you already set yourself on a path of, being used by others just based on being too empathetic. So now it's like you might have programmed people around you to think and believe that, yeah, this is normal for you, this is what you do. But in reality, we all need rest, we all need love, we all need relatability, we all need to experience these different energies. So if you're out there doing that too much to people based on you being potentially even some type of like introspection space, based on just understanding like how people's understanding people's expressions, all types of shit. You know what I'm saying? Just based on that, you might just put yourself in a space where, damn, now you're relating to everybody. You're giving yourself up too much to the point that you're too exposed, you're too vulnerable, and the other person may not even be doing that with you. They might not be willing to be vulnerable. They might be willing to be exposed and stuff like that. So if you're doing all these things and people is not matching your energy, then you have to decide that, damn, hey, I need to remove myself from this person, place, or thing. But you wouldn't even have gotten to that point if you just actually dealt with the early stages of creating a healthy boundary around you so they don't, violate those boundaries. Anybody that violates your boundaries, kind of like the borders in countries, if somebody violate your lines and shit like that, then you got to go ahead and execute some type of shit so they know not to cross that. Because that's really important for you to be healthy so you can actually go about your purpose in a healthy way. Your purpose might even have to do with healing people and stuff like that. But you can't heal anybody from a space of being used and damaged and traumatized yourself. So you got to protect your energy so you can use your energy in the right way. Where you're not even afraid of the world really should be afraid of you. But that'd be like a whole other time for another time, because that gets into dealing with your own internal demons and then going out into the world and destroying other people's demons based on you understanding the original starting point of why would someone even develop certain symptoms that really play out as behaviors externally, based on really just an original starting point, which they might not even want to look at. So they might even have to do some shadow work and stuff like that. But yeah, don't be too empathetic. Always use your animalistic nature as well. Man, fight fire with fire when you need to. But if you're angelic as fuck, you can use your animalistic nature in a way higher way, where people, the stuff that people do will just seem weak to you. You just fuck people up type shit. But real stuff, yeah.